Hello, lovely listeners. Welcome back to our podcast. I'm Hari, and as always, I'm here with the brilliant Leela.
Hey there, everyone. So excited to dive into our topic today.
Today, we have a jam-packed episode in store for you. We'll be delving into a variety of fascinating articles that cover a wide range of important issues. Get ready for discussions on navigating reciprocal tariffs, effects and solutions, tightening the ring of fire, Iran's escalating challenges, Myanmar earthquake, causes, impact, and geodynamic context, and Shivaji, the wise king's just rule.
That's right, Hari. We've got a little bit of everything in this episode, from international trade to geopolitics, natural disasters, and historical rulers. We're covering it all today.
Absolutely. And we're planning to really sink our teeth into each of these topics. So grab your favorite beverage, get cozy, and join us for a longer, more in-depth conversation that'll give you plenty to think about.
It's going to be an enlightening journey through these diverse subjects, and we can't wait to explore them with you all. So, without further ado, let's jump right in.
Article 1. So, Leela, the concept of reciprocal tariffs and the challenges surrounding them is quite intriguing, especially in the current global trade landscape. Have you come across any recent developments in this area?
Absolutely, Hari. Reciprocal tariffs have been a hot topic, especially with the ongoing trade disputes between major economies. The article we just discussed sheds light on how the U.S. is navigating these tariffs, considering its relatively low share of global exports at 13.4%.
It's fascinating how the U.S. is trying to address this issue through equivalent reciprocal tariffs. However, as pointed out, these tariffs may not be as effective against key trading partners like Canada, the EU, Japan, and the UK. It really makes you think about the complexities of international trade relationships.
Definitely, Hari. The varying tariff differentials across countries add another layer of complexity. Some countries have significant exports to the U.S., while others have minimal trade, making it challenging to apply a one-size-fits-all approach.
In today's interconnected world, where economies are interdependent, the implications of reciprocal tariffs can be far-reaching. Take, for instance, the recent trade tensions between the U.S. and China, where retaliatory tariffs have impacted various industries on both sides. It's a delicate balance to strike.
Absolutely, Hari. The threats of reciprocal tariffs can have ripple effects on global supply chains and consumer prices. It's crucial for countries to find mutually beneficial solutions that don't harm commercial interests. I believe the article's suggestion of focusing on regulatory cooperation and digital services trade is quite forward-thinking.
Indeed, Leela. By reducing regulatory bottlenecks and fostering digital trade, countries can create new avenues for economic growth and collaboration. It's about finding innovative solutions to trade disputes that go beyond traditional tariff measures.
While the article presents these solutions optimistically, there are challenges and controversies surrounding the implementation of reciprocal tariffs. Some argue that such measures could escalate trade tensions and lead to a trade war, ultimately hurting all parties involved. Finding a balanced approach is key.
That's a valid point, Leela. It's essential for policymakers to weigh the potential consequences of reciprocal tariffs carefully and consider alternative strategies to resolve trade imbalances. Collaboration and open dialogue between nations are vital in finding sustainable solutions.
Looking ahead, Hari, I believe we'll see a shift towards more nuanced trade policies that prioritize cooperation over confrontation. As economies become increasingly interconnected, the need for mutual understanding and compromise will only grow. It'll be interesting to see how these dynamics evolve in the coming years.
Absolutely, Leela. The future of international trade will likely be shaped by innovative approaches that prioritize mutual benefit and sustainable growth. It's a pivotal moment for global trade relations, and the decisions made today will have lasting impacts on economies worldwide. Article 2. So, Leela, let's dive into this article about Iran's escalating challenges. It seems like tensions in West Asia are really heating up.
Absolutely, Hari. The recent events mentioned paint a vivid picture of the complexities in that region. It's like a high-stakes game of chess with multiple players making strategic moves.
That's a good analogy, Leela. The 2015 JCPOA agreement was a significant attempt to rein in Iran's nuclear ambitions, but with Trump withdrawing from the deal in 2018, It added fuel to the fire.
And let's not forget Israel's role in all this. Their actions, especially the attacks on Iran and its allies, show a clear intent to contain Iran's influence in the region, especially after the fall of Assad's regime in Syria.
Trump's demands for Iran are quite stringent, from giving up its nuclear program to cutting ties with allies. The potential for a large-scale military confrontation is certainly looming large.
It's a delicate situation, Hari. The options on the table, like heavy airstrikes or even full-scale regime change, come with their own set of challenges and risks. The idea of a U.S.-led invasion for regime change in Iran is quite unsettling.
Moving on to the current relevance and applications of this topic, we see how these geopolitical dynamics are playing out in real time. The recent airstrikes, bombings, and diplomatic maneuvers all stem from these underlying tensions.
Absolutely, Hari. The impact of these actions goes beyond just the countries directly involved. The ripple effects can be felt globally, affecting everything from oil prices to international relations.
And the challenges and controversies surrounding this topic are vast. The debates on how to approach Iran, the differing viewpoints on the best course of action, all add layers of complexity to an already intricate situation.
Finding solutions amidst such divergent opinions is no easy task, but dialogue and diplomacy are crucial. It's essential to consider all perspectives and work towards a sustainable resolution that benefits all parties involved.
Looking towards the future, it's hard to predict how this will unfold. Will there be a shift in strategies, a breakthrough in negotiations, or will we see further escalation leading to unforeseen consequences?
The uncertainty is palpable, Hari. But one thing is clear. The decisions made today regarding Iran will shape the geopolitical landscape for years to come. It's a pivotal moment that demands careful consideration and strategic thinking.
Absolutely, Leela. The stakes are high, and the outcomes are far-reaching. It's a reminder of how interconnected our world is and how the decisions of a few can impact the lives of many. Article 3. So Leela, the recent earthquake in Myanmar has really highlighted the geodynamic context of the region and the impact it can have on surrounding areas.
Absolutely, Hari. The collision of the Indian and Eurasian plates in Southeast Asia has created a hotspot for seismic activity, with the Sagaing Fault being a major player in this tectonic dance.
It's fascinating how these geological forces have shaped the landscape over millions of years, leading to events like the devastating earthquake in Mandalay on March 28th.
And let's not forget the historical context here. The Sagaing Fault has a track record of strong earthquakes, and this recent event serves as a stark reminder of the region's vulnerability to seismic activity.
The article also mentions how the energy from the earthquake dispersed in a north-south direction, sparing the eastern parts of India. It really underscores the interconnectedness of these geological processes across borders.
It's like a reminder from Mother Nature herself that we're all part of this dynamic Earth system, and what happens in one place can have far-reaching effects on others.
Moving on to the current relevance and applications of this topic, it's crucial to discuss how countries in earthquake-prone regions are preparing and responding to such natural disasters.
Definitely, Hari. We've seen how infrastructure and early warning systems can make a significant difference in mitigating the impact of earthquakes. Countries like Japan have invested heavily in these technologies and have been able to save lives as a result.
And even in developing countries like Myanmar and India, there's a growing awareness of the need for better building codes and emergency preparedness to minimize casualties during earthquakes.
It's heartening to see these efforts being made, but there are still challenges and controversies surrounding earthquake prediction and preparedness. The scientific community is constantly debating the best ways to forecast earthquakes and communicate risks to the public.
That's true, Leela. While we've made great strides in understanding the geodynamic processes that lead to earthquakes, predicting exactly when and where they will strike remains a complex and uncertain science.
And looking ahead, Hari, the future outlook for earthquake-prone regions like Southeast Asia will likely involve more investment in research, technology, and education to build resilience against these natural disasters.
Absolutely, Leela. As our understanding of plate tectonics and seismic activity improves, we can take proactive steps to protect lives and infrastructure in the face of future earthquakes. It's a reminder that we're all part of this ever-evolving planet, and we need to work together to adapt and thrive in the midst of these geological forces. Article 4. The article we just read about Chhatrapati Shivaji's rule really sheds light on his progressive and inclusive approach to governance, especially in contrast to Aurangzeb's oppressive policies during that time.
Absolutely, Hari. Shivaji's respect for various religions and his emphasis on justice and equality for all his subjects truly set him apart as a wise and just ruler. It's fascinating to see how his legacy has continued to inspire movements and leaders in Indian politics over the centuries.
Shivaji's impact on Indian politics is undeniable. His ability to resist the powerful Mughal Empire and still maintain a fair and just rule within his own kingdom speaks volumes about his leadership qualities.
It's remarkable how Shivaji's principles of inclusivity and fairness have stood the test of time. Even today, leaders can draw inspiration from his approach to governance, especially in a diverse and multicultural society like India.
Definitely, Leela. In today's world, where religious tolerance and respect for diversity are crucial, Shivaji's example becomes even more relevant. His legacy reminds us of the importance of upholding the rights and dignity of all individuals, regardless of their background.
And let's not forget the challenges that come with implementing such inclusive policies. In Shivaji's time, he faced opposition and conflicts due to his stance on religious freedom. It's a reminder that promoting tolerance and understanding can sometimes be met with resistance.
That's a good point, Leela. Striking a balance between upholding principles of justice and inclusivity while also navigating through societal tensions and conflicting interests is indeed a challenge for any leader. It requires both courage and diplomacy.
Looking ahead, Hari, do you think Shivaji's legacy will continue to influence political movements and governance practices in India and beyond?
Absolutely, Leela. As long as the principles of justice, equality, and religious tolerance remain essential in society, leaders will look to figures like Shivaji for guidance on how to navigate complex political landscapes while staying true to their values.
It's fascinating to see how historical figures like Shivaji can still have a profound impact on the way we approach governance and leadership today. His story serves as a timeless reminder of the power of just and compassionate rule in creating a more equitable society for all.
Conclusion. Well, folks, we've covered quite a range of topics today, from navigating the complexities of reciprocal tariffs to delving into the escalating challenges in Iran and the geodynamic context of the recent Myanmar earthquake.
Absolutely, Hari. And let's not forget our deep dive into the just rule of Shivaji, the wise king. It's been a whirlwind of discussions, but we hope you've enjoyed unpacking these diverse issues with us.
As we reflect on these articles, it's evident that the world is constantly evolving, presenting us with new challenges and opportunities for growth. Whether it's understanding trade dynamics, geopolitical tensions, natural disasters, or historical rulers, there's always something to learn and ponder.
So, dear listeners, we encourage you to take a moment to think about how these topics resonate with you personally. How can you apply this knowledge in your own life or contribute to a better understanding of the world around you?
And remember, the conversation doesn't have to end here. Feel free to engage further by sharing your thoughts with us or exploring these subjects in more depth. Your perspectives and insights are invaluable in shaping our collective understanding.
Thank you for tuning in today. We truly appreciate your support and enthusiasm for our podcast. Stay curious, stay engaged, and stay tuned for more fascinating discussions in our future episodes.
Until next time, this is Hari.
And Leela signing off. Take care, everyone.